Hey everyone, it's Brandy, and you are watching AbstractCrafter. Well, could I have said that any weirder? Or is it more proper to say any more weird? I don't know. The grammar police can tell me on that one. So I am going to attempt to film this without editing anything. Just filming it and stringing it together, throwing my intro and outro on there and going. We'll see if that actually happens, because I always find something that irritates me about my own videos. Like long, prolonged pauses, clearing my throat, coughing, and any and all of the above. So, I've had a couple, not a lot, a couple requests for me to work on my Ever Moment. And if you don't remember what that looks like, I will insert a picture right here. So it's just a little 35 by 50, 40 colors. I do believe this got a 10 out of 10 in the unboxing, so let's see if they can hold true. I have a couple of things to go over before we get started. Not a lot, not a lot. I don't have any new obsessions. I have a few announcements, but not much. So, first things first is I wanted to get use out of this. So, the first time I used this was for the Ever Moment, and now I have use of it again. So I kind of want to get this one done. Get it done and out of here. Well, I wanted to start in this corner. And there really wasn't a whole lot of glue overhang, so I just went with a really thin washi tape, but I keep grabbing it and picking it, you know, like hitting it and peeling it up, so I might have to go over with Scotch tape, we'll see. But I wanted to start over on this side. And the picture is actually sideways, so this right here is the top of it, like coming down. And then this would be like the, let's see, left and right would be the right side. So, oh, I hate to even fold the paper. Let's see, what is reasonable? What is a reasonable amount to work on? Pull it back a little. I'll try to fold it right here where that blue ends, this little chunk of blue. And I tried to line that paper up on that line as the best I could, but I can see it's a little crooked. So we might just have to, if we even get over there, lift this up to stick the drills on when it comes down to right about there. So I'm trying to do this in this bright light. This sucks. I'm just going to fold it and then I'm going to put this back down. Well, no, I guess I could talk a little bit about the other stuff while I'm diamond painting. I see a lot of pretty purples and blues to start off, but typically when I'm doing a section, I actually like to do the smaller bits first and then go in with the bigger. So I'm debating right now which way I want to do this. So I'm going to open up Craftmates here. I do have a tag that I started and have not finished, so we might do that. I want to get this Craftmate open and standing up back here so that I can just pull the drills out as I need them, but I don't know, this isn't the most ideal setup for diamond painting. So we'll see what happens here. I might have to put some stuff there. Okay, so if you remember from my craft haul, if you watched it, if you didn't, then what are you doing? Go watch it. Yeah, this, oh, no. I think it might still fall. It's sliding. We'll see what happens. Stay. Please, stay. Yeah, some of these I might be able to just work right out of their little compartment. And I am seeing so much static. Look at this. It's just clinging to the top of that for dear life. Typically I can do that and knock it down. And they even do have dryer sheets in them. This is one of the things I don't like about the plastic baggies is they generate a lot of static. But I'll take that over any other drill issue. Oh my god, those colors are so pretty. I can't even, I'm just so in love with it. I can't wait for you guys to see the other ones that I ordered from Evermoment. They should be here soon. I think maybe this week or next week. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So the reason I'm was bringing up my craft haul is because my voice might trail because I need to go and get the spoon for this, and it's in my cubby that's way over that way. So I bring that up because in there, I'm just gonna grab the whole cubby and bring it over. I mean, why try to reach over? It might sound funny. I had showed that I had bought these drill pens, or these pens that I'm converting into drill pens. Well, I filmed that tutorial. It's going up Monday, and included in it is a giveaway, which I'll be giving away. Good thing I needed that. Anyway, and there's the spoon, in which I'll be giving away one of each pen on each one of my platforms, one on YouTube, one on Instagram, and one in my Facebook group. So if you're not following me on those particular places, I would recommend it. You don't have to, and the only way you can win on the other two platforms is by indeed following me. So you know, you got a big bright light right there. How can we minimize that? My lighting has been just crap. Let's see if I can just adjust a little bit. I just want to get that off of there. I might make it worse, who knows? Just bear with me for a moment, I'll talk you through it. You're probably not watching anyway. Let's try that. See if my drills will cooperate. Ooh, a nice shaking ya. But the good thing about the giveaway is I was bummed because the store only had a couple of each. Or one of each. And I had wanted more. Okay. I'm going to have to pause and fix things. Let me just finish what I'm telling you. I had initially wanted to do 2 of each pen on each platform. So 6 total to give away. And I was only able to get the 3 that I had showed in that haul. But my husband, bless him, had to go back to the dollar store for something, like a weapon or something for Talon. I can't remember the exact reason. But he was able to find me 3 more. So they had restocked or whatever, and I told him that if they happen to have them, to get me 1 more of each color. If they happen to have all 5 colors, get me 1 of each, and I'll figure something out from there. They didn't have all 5 colors, so I might have been mistaken in that. And I'll make a little addendum and add that onto that video. So now, on Monday, that giveaway there'll be 2 for your YouTube, 2 for Instagram, and 2 for my Facebook group. So, yay, I am really excited about that. Because I have been asked so much where I got this. Or if I would do a tutorial on it. I actually got a video request to make that on camera. So I'm going to do it. I did attempt to make 2 other drill pens, like the clicker type. I couldn't figure that out on camera, so I'm going to cut that part out. Because it's 30 minutes wasted of me trying to do something that ultimately doesn't work. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. So I think maybe I'll just work off of these colors, and maybe I'll take out a couple more. I'm trying to see which ones I'm going to use the most of. And I'll take those out, and we'll work with what we got. I guess I could just take them all out because they stack better than this book. And then I might have to pause you to fix the lighting. There. But we'll one step at a time. Okay. Craftmate's gone. For now. And obviously I'll have to put that back much better. This is much better this way. They won't exactly be in order, but that's okay. I want this row anyway, because I think I see, like, the ones that are standing out is this one here. The equal sign is standing out to me. And I guess that's really the only one, so I don't know why I grabbed this one. But we'll use whatever we can off of that. So, I need my tweezers. One thing I wanted to share with you guys before I get started, I'm not a makeup channel, so it doesn't really, you know, go well with the channel, but I wanted to share with you anyway, is I've been doing reviews on the website and with the app. It's called Influencer, and I'll show you right there. And every so often they'll run campaigns where they will send out a box similar to the one I just showed on screen, and it'll be full of, like, in this instance, makeup supplies, depending on what you do the most reviews for. I mean, there's so much to it. You really have to go check it out. I initially started doing it because I thought that the frequency of being able to get these influencer boxes was much more frequent than they actually are, but I actually got picked. I've done tons of surveys. They've sent me tons of surveys, because they'll send you surveys and you fill them out, and then they'll match you to different campaigns that are going on. Well, this is the one I got picked for. Oh my god! I went and looked. These lipsticks retail for $38. So if you got picked for this, one of the 200, and I think it was 80 people got picked for it, out of the 280, 10 of those people would get picked to receive 2 lipsticks. I was one of those 10 people. I don't know how I got lucky, so I just wanted to show these to you guys. I haven't, like, done the actual review on them yet, and I won't do that on this channel, so don't worry. But I still wanted to share it with you guys because it was so exciting. I'm going to actually try them out tomorrow, and I'll probably film a little clip that I may or may not include in my next drill with me. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out, because I've never filmed my face before. So, and if I do, I'll talk to you about diamond painting stuff or crafting stuff, of course, while I'm getting ready. But, I mean, look at these. These are so pretty. And they both look like this. I'll show you both the colors. And this one I got, I'm not really a red gal, per se, but that is one of the most gorgeous reds I have ever seen. And I am big on matte colors because I don't like reapplying my lipstick. But the coolest part for me is when you go to put this lid back on. Just watch. Just watch. It's magnetized. How cool is that? They got some weight to them. Like, they're pretty hefty. I can't believe that I even got picked. I've been doing this for 3 years. Doing reviews on products, filling out surveys, doing everything. And then this is more my speed right here. This is a nudie color, and this is more of my go-to. I know my lighting sucks. I'm so sorry. But that's why I'm not a makeup review channel. But I love nudes. I can pull them off a little bit better. I don't even really like darks. Okay, let's see it again. Ready? 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 So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And so if you don't know about Influencer, check them out. I'll leave a link to the website down below. And just go do reviews on stuff that you already have around the house. And then they'll have things called snaps, which are just ways to kind of like market research, like mass market research. And ultimately that's how you get picked for what they call Vox boxes. So I am really excited. I'm gonna do some testing on these over the next couple days and do my due diligence, that I agreed to, and just see how it goes. So I'm reaching over you so I can, like, look at this pink color. See, my lighting, I need to fix this. Maybe it's on Santa's list for me to get some new equipment. We'll see what happens with that. See, now if I turn this light on, though, now you get this annoying right there. Oh my god, look at, you can see my nail. Wow, we're 15 minutes in and I have yet to place a drill. Alright, we'll just have to deal with the spot up there and go with that. So this is my garbage tray. We'll just put this up here so it's out of the way. I am just gonna dig, because I only see 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So we'll just take those. And we don't have Talon tonight because the last time I had him in a video, he stayed up the whole night with me. Oh, this one's got a hole. Figure's the first one I grab as a hole. And it's that easy for my kids to get off track. And being homeschooled, you know, they don't have a super strict schedule or anything like that. So, my fault. I should have enforced the rules a little bit. I didn't even realize myself how late it was. But now we're trying to get him turned around, and he is working really hard to do that. He's a good kid. He knows that we don't like him on these bad sleep schedules, so he's working really hard to get himself turned around. And so maybe he'll be able to join us for the next one. He was loving reading all the comments that you guys left in the last one. You guys are amazing. You're so kind. And he was that really boosted his spirits and made him feel good. It even gave him confidence, because he has a Minecraft channel. No, we don't allow comments or anything on any of his videos because he's almost 12, but he's still fairly young, so we don't allow comments or anything. But if your kids play Minecraft, let me know and I'll send you a link to his channel. Obviously, they're very family-friendly videos. If they're not, then that boy has to answer to his mama. And obviously, I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't 100% feel like anybody could watch them. So if your kids play Minecraft and you're looking for a channel for them to watch that's a little bit more family friendly, let me know and I will give you the link. No obligation there. I don't really expect anybody to take me up on that, but the offer is there. And he's a good kid. So I just wanted to put that out there. Oh my god, these are really hard to open. There. So I'm gonna just go with these U shapes. I was gonna try to do some of these smaller ones, but I don't want to dig out a different box right now. I might as well just go with this one. That's kind of a neat little process there with the spoon. Close that up. I really like these lockables because the last couple days I've spilled more drills than I have in my entire diamond painting. I can't really say career, but the entire time I've been diamond painting, which is, I've done a lot. I was just looking over my list, and it's kind of sad how many I've done, especially since I've only have 2 of those ones framed. So I guess we can start up here. I never know really where to start when I do these things. Like, you just kind of got to dive in, I guess, and go for it. And so the way I do diamond paintings, if you don't know, is I start out with a checkerboard, no matter how big the area is, and then I go in and I fill in the spots with a drill pen. And I still haven't come up with a name for my new drill pen, my mermaid tail. And I don't want to be like cliche and call her Ariel or something. And I know that sounds really like immature and whatnot, but I don't know. It's fun. I like to have fun where I can. And if naming my drill pen allows me that little bit of fun, then so be it. It's not the end of the world to have a little bit of fun like that. So judge me if you will. And I was getting a lot of great tips on like how I should have my tray when I'm doing these videos. And all of them, I greatly appreciated it. It's very nice and it's very helpful. But when I'm doing these drill with me videos, I don't have the workspace I typically do. So normally, yes, I would have my tray straight up and down, but my head would also be right in this area. So it's not always easy to put my tray, 'cause I, for some reason, like to have my tray in the view of the camera as well. But some of them I didn't know. And even if you think I might know it, just please continue to share with me, because you never know. I love learning new tips and tricks. And I know I had said something in my snowman unboxing about, you know, not being able to, like, if people give me advice on how to do things, I can't always accept it. Like, my brain doesn't let me. And that's only for things that involve organizing. If it's things like, oh, try turning your tray this way, that is super helpful, because obviously I want to do whatever I can to make my diamond painting experience a lot better. Trying to think. I was working on the, Witchy Owl. And I tell you, I just got bored to death of working. I got 2 sections done on it. About this size. And maybe half the size. And I don't know, does that ever happen when you're working on a diamond painting? You just get bored to death of working on it, and it's so uninspiring, I think, because there's huge blocks of color, and I'll be cruising along, and I'll get like 5 or 6 colors that are just perfect, no garbage, and then I'll pick up a color, and the whole thing, it'll be like half the tray is garbage. Just that kind of inconsistency with drills drives me nuts. It's like, really? So you can tell that they're from 2 totally different manufacturers. And I just don't understand. I mean, I get it, you know, you need drills, so you gotta, if you have to put 2 different companies in, I get it. But you would think that you would try to get the same kind of quality, at least. So I think that's a lot of it. Okay, need 2 hands for a moment. Is that it's just, if it was all the really good drills and I could just, you know, cruise right along, I think that would make all the difference in the world. But I don't like having to stop and pull out a bunch of garbage. Might as well get this guy too. It's just, and I don't even really mind a little bit of garbage, but this, I've never came across this issue where it's literally 10 diamonds in the tray, 5 of them have holes so big in them, and we all know how I feel about holes. They're so big they're just big and ugly, and I don't want them on my painting. And so most likely, the result is going to be that I run out, and I'm going to have to order more. I know that for a fact, at least on 2 of the colors. I've only had maybe 3 or 4 out of the 10 or so colors that I've worked with so far on that canvas that were that garbagey, but yeah, not good. And so I think I don't know, and like I said, big blocks of color, I'm not seeing the payoff just yet. So I think once I finish this one, Ever Moment, I'll go back to that one. It'll be after Halloween, of course, but it'll just have to get done. I can't let a diamond painting sit out for too long. I have been doing my best to work on more than one at a time, because I just have way too many in reserve right now. I really don't know how you guys can do it, those of you that have like 100 even, or 50 even. I couldn't do it. There's just no way. I think that would put so much pressure on me, and I would just shut down. Let me check the time. Okay, so in about a minute here, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna switch clips, and then we'll start the tag, because I don't really have anything else to ramble on about. I'll see. I'm not even gonna promise you how many clips are gonna be in this, because every time I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be 2 clips, then it ends up being 4. If I say, oh, we're gonna have 4 clips, then I can't think of enough things to say. So we're just gonna feel it out and go with the flow. And I like the sound of that. So, alright. I'm gonna switch clips. BRB. You won't even notice. Alright, let's pick up the drill pen before I get too far, come back and fill in the gaps. I should have maybe not picked a color that was so hard to see with these bright lights. So I did want to mention before I start the tag that as far as the influencer goes, you don't have to be a YouTuber or an influencer on Instagram or whatever to be able to get one of those boxes. They just match people. I got a lot of surveys before I became a YouTuber. Part of me kind of thought, I bet it's because I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not that big of a YouTuber. So I don't really think it's that. But it's still fun to fill out the reviews and read other people's reviews. I love, because it's the most realistic place to get people's real thoughts about, like, makeup products, cleaning products, food even. All kinds of stuff like that. It's not just cosmetics or anything. Yeah, I started reviewing office products. So I'm hoping to get some things come in with that. You know, and when they send you these boxes, all they ask you to do is they'll set like a little criteria of, like, for example, they want me to go and, after I've tested it out, leave my honest review on Sephora, on Nordstrom, and on Giorgio Armani's website. And they give you all the links to all of that. And of course, they encourage you, if you do have social media, to share it. Like I said, I'm not going to do a full review on it on here unless you guys absolutely want to know. Then I will. But I never really expected that you guys would want to. That's not what you're here for. You're not here to see me show you my thoughts and opinions on makeup. You're here for crafting, more specifically diamond painting. So why don't we get on with the tag? I will link up above here where the tail's pointing. I'll link up there the last drill with me where I answered the first, I think, 31 questions on this tag, and it's a 50 question tag. And then I do still have the story time tag if I end up needing it, but the way I feel tonight, rambly and all, I don't really think that that's going to be necessary. So, I don't know, I have a hard time, like, before we start it, like, I try using a drill pen, and it'll start out really good, but then that OCD kicks in and says, well, it's not perfect enough, even though the other drills can push them into place. I don't know, it's so dumb. Like, I would rather just use my drill pen. And I guess it's something that the more I use it and the more practice I get with it, the better I'll get with it, kind of thing. I don't know. See, I can ramble and ramble on about anything. So why don't we ramble on about something specific? So when I left off, the last question I do believe that I answered was, what phone do you have, iOS versus Android? And I do have an Android. It's an Asus phone, like the computer Asus, A-S-U-S. It's not a common brand, but my husband did a ton of research on it, and we picked this one specifically for the camera because, like I said, I do amateur photography, and maybe sometime I'll show you guys some of my favorite pictures that I wouldn't consider myself a professional by any means. I'm more of a hobby photographer. I like doing, like, nature-esque scenes. I like doing panoramas because I live in a gorgeous area to do that. God, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to grab a piece of paper to cover because that sound is disgusting. Panoramas, and I like to get close-ups on flowers and stuff like that. So we got the winning feature was the camera on this phone, and at the time it was one of the best on the market, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know now. That was like almost 2 years ago. But so yeah, so the number 30 2 is tell us one of your bad habits. Well, that's easy. You guys know, it's hands down smoking. I want to quit more than anything, and I know it's going to be hard. I've been smoking for over 20 years, which is disgusting because I'm not even that old. Like 15 years, so more than half my life. And, you know, I notice it. I notice my breathing sometimes. I notice that I don't have, like, the endurance that I once did, and it terrifies me. You know, Adam's mom didn't smoke for many years of her life, and she quit when she got pregnant with his brother, his older brother, and she still died of cancer, and it scares me that it might already be too late. You know, and I know that's something that worries him a lot, my health, in regards to that, so I think the more I can do to kind of prevent that, the better. And, you know, breathing is pretty cool to me, so, you know, I think I should, I'm gonna have to move this up here. I keep going back and forth, and that's annoying. So I think I should just do what I can to start working on that. Maybe our insurance has, like, an incentive program or something. I'll have to look into that first, because I think that would be the way to go if I had, you know, a goal, I guess, to work toward with that. It would help a lot, I think. Okay. So 33 and 34 kind of go hand in hand. It's 33 is 3 things that upset you. 34 is 3 things that make you happy. And I won't just go with the easy out and say my kids, you know, make me happy, and that's 1, 2, 3 since I have 3 kids. I won't do that. I'll actually try to put some thought into it and name some things that aren't obvious answers. So 3 things that upset you. Well, that list could be quite long, and I could go on with way more than 3 things. I'm a passionate person, so when something upsets me, it's never just, oh my god, that upsets me. It's a whole thing. It's like the end of the world has just happened. So, let's see. I get irritated when, we'll just do it in that way. I get irritated when I can hear a lot of eating noises, or people chewing, or hearing eating noises, mouth noises. That upsets me. People in Walmart, when I'm trying to check out at the self-checkouts, and they don't give me space to do that, and, like, crowd me right at when I'm trying to pay, and then I feel like I have to be all, like, super secretive and, like, huddle around the little credit card machine so they ain't watching me, like they're gonna pickpocket me or something and steal my purse. Now they know my PIN to my credit card. You know, I don't really get paranoid like that, but when I'm doing something like that, I just want my space. You just get off my butt. You know, especially, like, it never fails. Our Walmart has not only, like, the little checkouts, but they also have the conveyor belt ones, and it never fails that there'll be 3 of them. We'll go to there's an aisle with 2 of them in there where they're kind of facing each other, and then there's one that's more secluded by itself, and we'll go to that one even if all 3 are open, and it never fails that somebody will come up right behind us. It just irritates me, because it's like, there's 2 more open. Really? And along that note, people who don't know how to use the self-checkouts and go up there with a whole cart full of groceries. Like, really? This is, you know, busier than heck. Lines out to the clothing. It's like, this is the time you choose to learn how to use the self-checkouts? Really? That really bothers. There's a lot of, I could go on and on about Walmart alone, but I won't. like I said, I worked there for many years, so besides being a customer, I could go on about things that upset me about being a worker there. But we'll leave it at that. And then 3 things that make me happy. Organizing. That makes me very, very happy. Walks in nature, like with the dog and the family. Seeing the sights, that makes me super happy. And, you know, as much as I claim to detest and protest against Christmas to my family, I really do enjoy it. It does make me really happy. Not the whole gift giving and stuff, that's a big part of it, but just the overall atmosphere and the feeling. And my husband really loves Christmas, so it's one time a year where he gets, I don't know, it's a different side of him, and he goes all out and he gets very happy, and seeing how happy he gets me excited. And like the kids making out their lists, even though they don't believe in you know who anymore. I won't say it if there's kids around. You know, they still believe in the magic of it all, and that does make me really happy. You know, different time of year and I might have a different answer, but right now that's what's on my mind. And you know, and I am going to add one more in there because my channel does make me really happy. I know I haven't been super duper active, and I've just not been feeling well. I actually threw my back out, and it was next to impossible to even get onto a computer, let alone film a video. And yeah, life gets in the way sometimes, and so I haven't been as active on here as I normally am, not even really in my own Facebook group that I just created, of course. Isn't that how it goes? So, you know, I just created it, and then life just finds ways to pull me away from it. I don't do it on purpose, I swear. But speaking of Facebook, right here, I want to insert the only person that submitted a picture so far. I don't know if it's just not a good idea, or if people just aren't comfortable sharing their work. But if you still want to, I did drop my prerequisite of having to use the hashtag, and you just have to either email it to me, or if you're part of my group, just share it on the timeline, or if you're on my Instagram, just share it with me. You know, you don't have to use any special hashtag or anything. That was stupid, and I should have never done that. I mean, I thought it was creative, but it wasn't. So if you do still want to share, you know, have your diamond paintings featured on my channel, then please send them to me, and I will include them. They can be anonymously, or you can tell me about them, or I can just give your name. And so here I want to insert this one this one's from my group. And I love this one. I think it is the absolute cutest. I love the little bird. I love how the bird is looking at his own picture, or standing next to his own picture, I guess. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And so now, if you want to be featured, please either email your completed work to me, or if you're part of my group or not, join my group and just share on the wall and say you want to be featured in my next drill with me. Or if you're not on Facebook and you're only on Instagram, you can DM them to me, or you can hashtag them to me at AbstractDPGallery. I mean, that hashtag is still I'll still look for it. So yes, thank you again for submitting your beautiful, beautiful birdie. Custom, I am assuming, diamond painting, and sharing it with all of us. It's gorgeous, and you did a wonderful, wonderful job. Okay. So, oh my god, I gotta do something about that. At least this is some good sticky, even though it's tape. How is your relationship with parents. Parents spelled P-A-R-R-E-N-T-S. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a grammar police officer person too. I know that's not the proper term, but I'm not going to say the other term. It's super offensive. I have a good relationship with my parents, I think. We get along pretty well. I mean, I would hope so. I share a house with my mom. My dad is a good guy. He's just recently come into my life. I know I'm sorry, I hesitated. It wasn't about my dad. It was about the drills in the tray. I'm easily distracted, I swear. I'm not diagnosed ADD or ADHD, but I swear sometimes it's there. So yeah, I have a good relationship, I believe, with my parents. And as a parent, I believe I have a good relationship with my kids. I mean, I hope they would agree. I think they would agree. Let's see. What's on your mind? Well, we don't really need to answer that one because I've kind of did that already in the beginning of the segment. I guess I could elaborate a little bit on the whole thing with me not being super active. No, we don't need to. I can't think of anything to add to it right now anyway, so we'll just skip that one for now. What's your talent? Well, see now, in the last one they asked a similar question, what's your special talent? And so I'm not going to answer that one either. It's kind of already been answered within this tag. And according to Talon, my talent is being a good mom. So I must be doing something right for my beautiful boy to think so. I need some more drills. I went through those awful fast. And plus I get to use this cool little spoon again. And I see a little black drill in there. I keep trying to scoop it out, but it doesn't want to come out. There it is. Come on, you. I wonder if there's a spot I can stick it. I think there is. I'll get this one that jumped onto the canvas out first. Come on. God, that is... got some stick to it. Ah! There we go. There's a little black heart. Right there. So, what one word that describes you? Flighty. I can be pretty flighty. I can be a lot bit flighty. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because if I want to blame this on being blonde or if it's just my nature, but yeah, I can be quite flighty. It's something that my husband's just come to accept and my kids understand, so it is what it is. I gotta check the time every now and again. So I think we'll at least finish this tag and then we'll call it quits, because I don't want to make this super long. And the next question. What's your favorite quotes? Well, I'm not going to answer that either, because I don't know how many of you have noticed, but I've been adding quotes to the beginning of all my videos. I started doing this a few videos back, and nobody's really commented about it. It's just something that I like doing, because you never know when you'll hear words that it's like you'll read something or hear something that comes exactly when you need it. And so I like to just add some little quotes, and I actually get them. I don't know if Menards is like all over the place, but we have a Menards, and we get Menards flyers. It's like a hardware store, and they actually print quotes in the bottom of their flyer on the bottom of every page. Most people never noticed it. I never noticed it for years, but my therapist used to actually do what he calls Menards therapy, and in our groups we would have to draw you know, one of the strips, he'd cut them all out, the strips from the bottom. And 1 second here. I had to pause so I could cough, settle it down. So yeah, he'd cut the strips out from the bottom of every Menards flyer, and we'd pull one out, we'd draw one, we'd read it out loud, and then we'd discuss it, and what it meant to us, or what we thought it meant, or how it related to us, and what was going on that particular day. I found it so useful, and I started doing it on my Facebook page for a long time, and then it just kind of, that was when I was in one of my in Facebook phases, kind of on one of my out Facebook phases, where I just don't really care to check in or anything like that. But I wanted to start adding them at the beginning of all my videos, and so I did. And so I guess I'm a little bit picky when it comes to them. I don't like add ones that are like super patriotic or anything like that, because like Menards will add that, like, patriotic ones around the 4th of July, or, you know, they'll try to, if there's like a holiday, they'll try to add those in there. So I tried to leave out like the religious quotes or the patriotic quotes and stuff like that. I don't need to start a debate over what's supposed to be a meaningful quote. So there's that. You know, I'm a big quote person anyway. I love inspirational quotes and quotes in general. And someday I'll even throw in some of my own quotes, and you'll only know it if you actually read them. You know, I won't like tell you that I did it or anything. I like to be surprising like that. Alright. It's number 40. Any pets? Well, you guys know that I do have pets. I have my dog Tyrion. He's a husky. A Siberian husky. I have 3 cats. Carmen, which you guys may have seen once. She's a calico. We have the baby, Wednesday. He's a little black, long-haired domestic. And we have Ash Ketchum. And he is a mitten paw. And the ones that you always hear fighting in the background are Wednesday and Ash. They like to get quite vocal when they know that I'm recording. So I'm just thankful that they're sleeping right now, and that they'll stay sleeping until I'm done recording, because that can get kind of annoying and distracting. I try my best to just act like they're not there, but I think that they are vocal. I think they learn it from the dog, because he's vocal, and he sings, and he talks, and he howls. So I think they get that from him, quite honestly, because I've never in my life heard a cat talk the way that Ash does, and that Wednesday is starting to. It's crazy. I mean, sometimes it can be just absolutely hilarious. Most of the time it's just downright annoying. Like when Ash wants attention and he's not getting it. Yeah, he can be quite obnoxious. Or if his food dish isn't full all the way, he'll like bang on the cupboard to try to open the cupboard door. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do once he gets that cupboard door open, but he does try. And so you'll just hear this like bang, 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 bang over and over of him pawing at it, trying to get it open. The little jerk. We don't have like handles or anything on ours. They're just like little magnetic clasps on them. So they open very easily enough for a mitten paw. And so them are my pets, and those are the only ones that we have. We don't have any fish or any rodents or reptiles. Not at the moment, anyway. I know Talon would probably like to have a little piggy, but that ain't happening anytime soon, if ever. I'm not like afraid of them. I'm just like, it's more of, you can be told that they're small, and then they'll grow into 800-pound hogs. And I don't want to take that risk, because that would be so hard. Could you imagine taking care of a big pig like that? Ooh. And as cute as he finds them, I don't share the sentiment. I don't think they're ugly. I just don't think they're cute. And I am so glad he's not here right now to hear that. So let's move on, shall we? Alright, let's see. We've got 9 left to answer. Some of them are really easy, and some of them may require a little bit more thought. We are done with this particular color for this particular section, though I can almost guarantee 1 or 2 of them are going to jump out, and I'm trying to like scan over right now just to make sure that I can jump ahead of that. And then I think I don't really want to do these plus signs. I kind of want to do the W's, since they're more of them that are like within the one that we just did. I mean, the pluses are too, but in a different way. The mind of a mad woman. So, let's see. Okay, what's the furthest you've been from home? Well, I'm not going to answer that because I already did in the first part of this tag, in which they asked, let me see, I'll tell you the exact question. I think it had something to do with flying. Of course, I'm not going to find it right away because I want to. Oh, wait, see, it's the same question, actually. Number 10, what's the furthest that you've been from home? And then there's number 41, what's the furthest you've been from home? So the question repeats itself. So, I wasn't going crazy. I did already answer that in the first half of this. Okay, so where is X? X. I cannot get over how vibrant and bright these are. It's unreal how good of quality these really are. I mean, I kind of knew it. Oh, I'm looking for X when I need W. And I've probably already looked at it. I can't get over it. It's just crazy to me how vibrant and bright these are. And the next one I got is another colorful one. It's just more on the pastel spectrum. It does have quite a bit of dark in it too, so. Okay, so 158 is our next one. You know what though? I'm gonna do 154 first, because there's just a small patch of them right there. And I do see a little thingy of plastic. Overall, I have been impressed too by the drills too. They're very good quality. I have not had many that have been as good or similar quality before. I think just once or twice with my Diamond Art Club ones. Oh, speaking of, I just want to mention really quick that they are discontinuing the affiliate program. And so you'll have only till October 31st to use my code to save money. I mean, they have codes of their own all the time, so it's not like you'll never get a chance to use a coupon code again. But if you're thinking of buying anytime soon, make sure you grab up my code before the 31st. The 31st is the last day that it will be active. I don't have any answers as to why they've chosen to discontinue the affiliate program, but nevertheless it is expiring, or ending. I think maybe it was just something they planned on doing short term all along, but it's okay. That dang frog in my throat, once I started clearing my throat, it wouldn't stop. Okay. I found a hole, and I'm shaking you. Stop it, camera. Okay. So, why don't we just get on with it? See, are you extrovert or introvert? Well, I really can be both. I'm typically an introvert, but I in certain situations, I can be very extroverted. If you're not sure what that means, go ahead and look it up. Introvert and extrovert. But I'm mostly an introvert. More so. Like I said, it just depends. In social situations, I can be more of an extrovert, but I'm a people pleaser, so I know when to use it and when not to. I'd say it's 75-25. 75 introvert, 25 extrovert. Let's get in there with the drill pan. I told you there was only a few of these. I wonder if the D is handy. There's only one of those, too. See, I really like to take care of those ones that there's only one or two of first. I don't know why. I just like to get them out of the way. Sometimes, depending on the painting and how much time I actually have to sit down with it, I might have done this whole entire area as a checkerboard. I did that with the dragon one. But that can get really, really, really long. But it's really nice because for as long as it takes me to do the checkerboard, it takes a fraction of the time to get in, just to zip and put all of them in their space. So that's nice in that aspect, but it is very time consuming, and sometimes I don't have that much time. So it says, are you right or left-handed? Well, I am a righty, but when it comes to doing my nails, I'm ambidextrous. I had to teach myself that. Now, if you don't know what that means, it just means that you can use both hands. You can write with both hands or do certain tasks with both hands. I mean, that's not an exact definition, but it's the quickest. So when it comes to doing my nails, I can use both hands. I mean, I get a little shaky when trying to paint on this hand. You can see, this nail compared to this nail, the lines on this one are a little bit more jagged. But overall, you can't tell that much, I don't think. At least not to me. God, I love this little spoon. It's so fun to, dig in the drills like that. Yeah. It is fun. I almost want to get more of these craft mates just to be able to do that more often. But they're expensive. So unless you can find a sale on them or you have some coupons, that ain't happening anytime soon. Maybe I'll put them on my Christmas list. My husband gets very serious about our Christmas lists. I mean, he already has us starting them, which isn't unreasonable, but we've been starting them for the past month. So, alright. 44, do you consider yourself a good cook? I do, actually. I love cooking. I have a ton of fun cooking. It is one of my favorite things to do. And I don't just like cooking a little bit. I like cooking a lot. And I have, even for being a smoker, I have a pretty good flavor palette, if I do say so. And I like developing my own recipes, making recipes my own. And I also love baking. I don't know how many of you remember this from earlier Drill With Me's, but I used to run my own cake decorating business on Facebook. It's a little Facebook business. I ended up getting really sick though and wasn't able to finish, to keep up with that. Excuse me, so sorry. I didn't want to pause to clear my throat again. Alright. Next question. Does your name have a special meaning? Kind of. I know, all I really know is that my mom had it picked out long before I was born. I think my brother's name too. I'm not 100% on that part though, but yep, she knew what she wanted to name me before I was even a me. And I think that's so cute. And my middle name is actually after one of my great-great-great-great-grandmothers. I don't know how great. It must be pretty great. Sorry. Sometimes I can just be so egotistical. Does it surprise you, though? Doesn't surprise me. Admitting it is the first step, folks. And I have admitted it. I knew it. There's a U-turn. Stupid U-turn, and I can't let it go. Where's the U-turns at? Dang it. I had looked twice. Stupid U-turn. Getting in the way. Making me have to stop. It's not like I'm getting very far anyway. It's actually not all that easy to diamond paint under the lights. Hopefully when Santa brings me my new lights, that won't be an issue. Then you guys will have much better videos to watch. Okay. If money were no... This is 46. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday? I don't know. Ooh. A YouTube studio. With lots and lots of storage. Yeah. I know that sounds so stupid. So I guess I can be more practical and say a vacation. A family vacation somewhere that's not in the state. Like Hawaii. Or Maine. Or Paris. Yeah. Oh, Australia. I don't know. So many places I would like to travel. Ideally, I just want a little crafting space where I can film videos to my heart's content any time of the day I want. I can have the best lighting and the best video editor, because I'm really getting fed up with mine. It's quite limited for being one of the top editing programs recommended by other YouTubers. I know it's kind of a stupid answer, but that's honestly what I would do. Or I would take a family vacation. Which kind of goes with number 47. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? All those places I just named for vacation. I would be happy to go to any one of those places, so long as they had the right type of jobs for my honey, and they had good shopping. You know, I don't mean like clothing or cosmetics, I just mean shopping in general, like a nice variety. And I would want them to have a Kohl's, a Five Below, and at least a Michael's or Hobby Lobby, one of the two. I don't really go to Joann's very much, so I don't really care about a Joann's. But I love Kohl's. It's like my favorite clothing store. Plus they have makeup there. I don't really, and a Target. They'd have to have a Target. Because I hate Walmart. I'm so sick of Walmart. It's like, I can go there, one of the dollar stores, or to Menards. Fun. But yeah. I don't know. I just like a nice variety. And it would have to have a lot of local businesses where I could buy locally made and sourced essential oils, and then have yoga like classes available. I mean, I have that here, but kind of, only kind of, because I still have to travel to across the bridge to the other city to get to the yoga studio. And actually, my sister's mother-in-law teaches yoga. So I really should take her class, because I hear she's a great teacher. I just don't know if that would be awkward. It's number 48. What's your favorite thing to have for breakfast? Ooh. Now, breakfast is right up my alley. Breakfast is my favorite type of food. Where do we begin? Chicken fried steak. I love that. I love eggs Benedict. I love hash browns. And I don't know if you guys have ever eaten at Country Kitchen, but they have this thing called a skillet scramble, which is just like the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. It's got hash browns and scrambled eggs and cheese and it's all piled on top of each other in a delicious little bowl. Oh, it's so good. And people wonder why Americans are obese. Generally. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But breakfast, yeah. Like breakfast sausages. Oh, I love breakfast sausages. And I found another U-turn. I knew it. I was almost going to take extras out just in case this happened again. Luckily, I know right where it's at this time. God, these are really stiff, though. Little compartments to open up. Hopefully, after I've used them a few times, they will not be so hard to open. Because I know I have one that I keep my wax in that I bought once upon a time for other things, other crafty things. And those open fairly easily. I had a little, like, hiccup, half burp thing go on right now. That was weird. Okay. 2 questions left. What's your favorite gadget? Well, see, I'm not really a gadgety kind of person in like a techie sense. My favorite gadget's really more of like a tool, like kitchen gadgets. I love kitchen gadgets of all sorts. As long as they work and they're not gimmicky. I hate when I think I found like the world's newest, greatest kitchen gadget and it just turns out to be a pile of crap. And then it just sits in my junk drawer for years until I finally get rid of it. But I do love kitchen gadgets. I like things that make life easier or make normal tasks funner. So I guess I kind of like gimmicky kind of stuff, if it works. And I don't like things to work once or twice and then that's all you get out of it. But I think gadgets are kind of interesting little devices of all kinds. You know, like I said, I'm not really into like the techie kind of gadgets and stuff because I really don't know what exists. I've never allowed myself to go down that rabbit hole, but I can imagine that there's... Why don't you guys tell me what your favorite gadget is? Because if I haven't heard of it, then I'm going to want to go check it out. And so now I'm really curious. What is your favorite gadget of any kind? Kitchen or otherwise? I'm like genuinely curious now what kind of other gadgets are out there that I could be missing out on. And you know my favorite place to buy kitchen gadgets besides Amazon is Hobby Lobby, actually. Sometimes they'll have a little section up by the registers full of all kinds of neat little kitchen gadgets. But if you ever want to find some interesting things, Amazon has amazing gadgets. Now talk about going down a rabbit hole. There you will fall down the biggest rabbit hole on Amazon just by simply typing in gadgets. Alright, let's see. My longest relationship so far, well, hopefully this is it. It's the one I am in now. We met 12, almost 13 years ago now. And we've pretty much been together ever since. Christmas will, I think, mark the 13th year, because it was 05 that we met. Christmas Day. So, yeah. 13 years. My longest relationship before that, it was 4 years. And I don't know before that, because I've only dated 4 people my entire life. So, yeah. So that concludes the little tag. It was fun. Hopefully my energy has picked up a little bit more. I do want to warn you that may not be in a couple, I started a new medication, and some of the side effects are lean toward the low energy and being more sleepy than usual. And I had to be on it for 12 weeks, so I'm sure there'll be a small adjustment period where my body needs to get used to this particular medicine. I don't remember the name of it, so I couldn't even begin to tell you. But, Jesus, come on. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more high energy. I do still have the filming video coming, so I haven't forgotten about that. Or the filming. It's a framing video. I haven't forgotten about that. I do have that coming. It's just not an easy video for me to film because, well, when you actually get to see that video, you'll understand a little bit. And then don't forget to Sunday I will have the next part of the house, the mini house building tutorial. And that one we may even finish because these little tins are actually a little bit easier than I initially thought. Yeah, they're the smallest thing I've worked on, but there's not a whole lot of like extra building things like there is with the mini houses. So that tutorial will be coming Sunday, and then after that, that's when I'm going to have you guys start voting on what the new craft video will be. So like next Friday's Drill With Me, I will see what it is the next video you guys want. So if you have any crafting ideas that you'd like to see in an upcoming crafting video, leave that in the comments below too. Otherwise, I'll present you with 3 options every week. And we'll go from there. And then I'll have a few unboxings coming up. Nothing like too major, and after that, I won't be ordering anymore for a while. Just because I have plenty to keep me busy. Really no other reason other than I am slightly starting to get burnt out. And so if I don't take a tiny step back, then I'll get fully burnt out, and then I won't even want to do the ones that I got. And what a waste that would be. So I have maybe 5 or 6 more packages coming, and then after that I am going to take a small break from ordering any diamond painting things. The only exception will be, obviously, things that may or may not be sent to me for review. So, and I'll always let you know if that's the case. Let's see, what else do we have coming? I think that's pretty much it. The framing video, the finishing up the building series. We have a few unboxings coming. A lot more Drill With Me's, Stitch Along With Me, that kind of stuff. I haven't done a cross-stitch video in a while, so I am working, or deciding which one I want to do for that, because I am still stitching. So, all that kind of stuff. And guess what? I found another freaking U-turn. Every time I'm like, no, there can't be no more. You don't need to take a bunch out. I'm still not going to take a bunch out, but I just can't believe that I looked twice. And then again, once I saw those other 2, and then there's one of those. Good Lord. So yeah, so just stay tuned, especially Monday, because that'll be a giveaway, and everything will be explained in there, how you can enter the giveaways for Facebook and for Instagram specifically. So, and it'll also be a tutorial on how to make your own. So, stay tuned for all of that. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch over here I missed. Well. We'll come back to you then. So, alright guys, I'm going to let you go from here. I will try to do another Drill With Me at least on this one before I finish this canvas. I do have a few others I'm working on. So it'll be pretty easy. I'm going to rotate which one I'm working on. So I have quite a few post reviews coming up too, for those of you that like those. So yeah, lots of stuff coming up, guys. So stay tuned. And with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day, friends. Have fun diamond painting. Have fun crafting. Have fun doing whatever it is that makes you happy I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!